Hello, welcome back to MFWoodShop. An easy project today, more of a honey-do project. I got a couple cutting boards here that needs to be maintained. This one's pretty beat up. I got to run through the grits on this and get this all cleaned up and re-oiled. This one's not too bad. I just got to maybe 1 or 2 grits on this one and then put some new oil on this. It's actually a pretty decent day. It's a little chilly, but it's not bad out. It's nice and bright outside. So I just opened up the door and we're going to run through the grits on this and put some new oil on it. Okay, so I got the cutting boards, both cutting boards, sanded to 150, and that's going to be plenty good enough for a cutting board. It's just going to get chopped up anyway. Interesting feature on this particular cutting board, this one actually came with the cabinets, and it slides into a little tray into my one of my drawers. So it's always hidden, but it's always accessible as well. So if you're not familiar with breadboard ends, that's what this is and this is. These are breadboard ends to match the oak cabinets that I have in the kitchen. Now, they done 3 pins right here on the breadboard ends, and that allows this piece of wood to expand and contract. Now, with that expansion and contraction, you can actually see it right there where it's expanded enough to go past the cutting board, which is fine, and it's supposed to do that. That's what it's designed to do. But I've actually never seen that in life where it actually expanded past the work surface, whether it's a table or a cutting board or whatever. I've never actually seen that in action, so that's actually interesting to see that expansion actually do that. So interesting to see that for the first time. So what I'm using today is Mohoney's finishes. It's utility finish, hot treated filtered walnut oil. So I always just put a cookie sheet or something down so I don't get it all over the place. Don't be shy with the oil. Really brings that cutting board back to life, even though it's a fairly inexpensive one and not in any grain. Still brings it right back to life. And you don't have to have rubber gloves to actually put this. It's all natural finish. I'm just doing it to so I can still work around the camera and stuff. Take the gloves off and still work around the camera. So I'm just going to set this one outside, let it soak just for a few while I apply the finish to the other one. So like I said earlier, this one wasn't as bad as that one, but it still needed a little maintenance on it, so I went ahead and done them both at the same time. We don't use this one a whole lot. This is more of a look interesting one, a look pretty cutting board. I'm kind of digging that oil. Seems a little thicker than the normal butcher block oil. And it seems like it soaks in a lot better too. So I don't really go overboard with this. I just kind of wipe it on, let it set for a few, and kind of wipe off the excess. That's kind of my process. So there you go, 2 cutting boards maintained and ready to be used. Just going to let this kind of air dry for a little bit and then put them back in place. Today I used the Mohoney's finishes. It is a utility finish, heat treated walnut oil. And you can pick this stuff up at Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. One thing I did notice right off the bat is it was a little thicker, and it seemed like it soaked down into the wood a lot better than like the normal butcher block oil that I've been using. So hopefully this will last a little longer, and it actually smells really good too. So give that a shot and clean up your cutting boards today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.